Yes people, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Dolphins video, of course, as you can see behind me. We've just lost to the Dallas Cowboys, a result that everyone saw coming. We just lost 31-6. Let's go into the game. Let's start talking about it. Unfortunately, I missed the first quarter because I was at the Chelsea game, which is obviously when they got their first score, and we got one of our scores in a field goal, so I haven't seen that, unfortunately. But the rest of the game, now I thought we played very well in the second quarter, and I heard that we played very well in the first quarter. In terms of the offensive line, it's obviously been our huge struggle because we haven't really got one. Apparently that in the first half they were amazing. From what I saw, they were okay, they were good. Still not wonderful, but it gave opportunities for Rosen to throw the ball, to try and move it, which he did, to be fair. But in the second half it was trash. Honestly, it was just trash. The Dolphins haven't got any sort of rhythm at all. And as much as I like Rosen, it's annoying because look, we all know that we're pretty much going to lose every single game this year. If we do win a game, I've got a very funny video planned. But we kind of know what's coming. And Rosen, unfortunately, is a guy that I think he should play, and I really wanted to play. I wanted to progress. I want to try and see him do what he can. I don't think he's an NFL starter for me personally. Obviously, I know that he's not had necessarily the best start in the NFL. But if he has a season that proves to me that he's doing something right, I will change my opinion. I don't see it happening though. If I was a gambling man and I had to put money on it, I wouldn't put money on it. I just think that I think he's a good player, but just a touch off. But you never know. You've got a whole season there. You have got a whole season. Let's go into the defence. In the first half, played very well, and then in the second half, I don't know what happened. We can't block the run. We can't stop the run. And Ezekiel Elliott and a guy, I can't remember his bloody name, I think it's Connor, just went for it. Absolutely went for it. They end up with, I think it was over 200, I think it was definitely over 200 yards, rushing yards in the game, as well as Dak, obviously being Dak. Had the interception from Robbie McCain, which is great. It shows positive light. Then Xavier Howard goes and gets disqualified. I think it was a bit harsh, truthfully. But you can see with Xavier Howard, and this is the reason why I love him, he gives a crap. He really does. I prefer to see that and him getting disqualified, ruled out of the game, whatever, than I would to him just, I don't really care, next year's going to be the one. I want to see him want to play well. I want to see him try and do his piece. And obviously when results don't go your way, it is frustrating. It is. And I love to see that. Look, he's the guy that we're going to build our team around. It's him and it's probably going to be Tua as well in the draft next year, because we probably will get first pick. But Xavier Howard is such a huge part of this team. Look, the fact that he got disqualified, they scored their last score from it. I think it was Connor. I think it's Connor. Please correct me in the comments below. It's the rookie that didn't necessarily have a load of... Well, he got more probably touches of the ball than he should. Anyway, I'm ranting on. Waffling. The game itself, look, I knew what the result was going to be. We all knew what was going to be the case. I was really disappointed when we got in the red zone and didn't convert for a touchdown. We got to that point and we haven't had to settle for the field goal. We moved the ball nicely. We do move the ball in certain ways. Parker, I think, is a great weapon to have. I think that Preston Williams is a great weapon to have. Gesicki, I think, is a good weapon to have. The running back game let us down today. Balaj, I don't know what's going on with him. Kenyon Drake has been a shadow of the player that I remember. Obviously, because there's no offensive line, of course, I know that. But it's even things where you can't get into the open field, you know, just small little bits. You just thought, oh, okay, last year you might have cut there or done this, you know, just started to change it up, make defenders think about where you're going to go. When now, every time they come up one-on-one with someone, they seem to get stopped, which isn't good, not good at all. But look, from a Dolphins fan point of view, it's... I mean, losing all season isn't going to be great, is it? But as a reaction to the game, Dallas, I thought, were good. I think that they had their struggles, which we started to kind of work around, but the offensive line situation for us just never really helped us at all. The offense stayed on the field for as long as it could in the first half, but after that it just went drastically downhill, and the defense just had absolutely no let up. It's going to be a long old season. We play the Chargers next week, which will probably again be another loss. I've got a couple of Chargers players in my fantasy team as well, which is going to be even more painful to watch. But yeah, it's going to be a long old season, as we all know. And the result today, I thought it could have been slightly better. I think if we'd have scored a touchdown, the result's fair. But we didn't. Simple as. In the second quarter, we got nowhere near them. We could have actually taken the lead at one point, which many people probably won't see. But yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm not going to go too much more. I'm not going to go much more into it because there's nothing more to say, really. Dolphins were poo, unfortunately, throughout the whole game. But we weren't expletively bad. We were just poor. We had our little moments, we had our little glimpses, but glimpses don't win games. Simple as. So that's going to be it from me. Thank you for watching. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. We've got loads more Dolphins content coming up throughout the season, as well as doing, of course, all the NFL UK vlogs. Also, as well, if you're a Dolphins fan and you haven't seen any of the videos I did whilst I was in Miami, obviously I'm just back from Miami. Hopefully you can see a tan. I can't. Then please go and check out those videos anyway. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out all the videos on my channel, and I'll see you back here for loads more Dolphins content. Fins up.